Hey guys, ignore my messy hair. Not too terrible right now. It usually works. I wasn't sure if I was going to film today, and then I decided to. Because I woke up early. That's kind of like the main reason you're getting a video today. And what I mean by that is it actually wasn't that early. Let me explain. I usually sometimes sleep in. And so for me, like, early is like 8 o'clock, like, or below, maybe 8:30 is even kind of early for me. And today, I literally woke up and I'm like, I'm just gonna get up at like 8:10 in the morning, got up. And so I'm like, I'm gonna film. I wanted to do kind of a Q&A with questions I came up with. And yeah, like that situation. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the post notification. I was gonna do a dance video, but then I realized that I have dance later on, and I need to save all of my energy for that, because it's with Abby and Gianna Martello. Love both. The first question that I came up with is, what is one thing that what is one thing that I have learned from each my dance teachers that is like the biggest tip or like thing, like the thing that stuck with me the most, I feel like, and has helped me. I'm gonna go and say say one, maybe two things from each teacher. We're gonna start with Miss Natalie. I love Natalie. Natalie is my hip hop teacher. Now here's the thing with her, this one's kind of a hard one with her, because on the fact that she doesn't do a lot of like corrections, like she does some, but like not a lot, because she understands not every style is easy for every dancer. Every dancer is different. And so far she hasn't really given me personally like corrections, or at least that I can really remember. But I'm gonna say, so for her, I'm generally gonna say probably I'm just gonna say one that she literally has. It was kind of a correction for like everyone on there, which is, and when we were doing a beginner hip hop class, and she gave us the correction to go full out and perform it full out, because even though it's beginner, or that is something that we don't lose the basics. Like, we're still good at the basics, because and the easier stuff in hip hop, and if it comes easy to us, we can go even more full out with it. So, and that was something I kind of already knew, but there's really not much that I like. There's really not much for her. Like, she's a fabulous teacher, and I feel like there's not much, because hip hop is an area I'm really strong in. But I would say generally, if I like couldn't pick that, which I kind of already knew that, but like it was still like I would say, let me think here for a second. That was a hard one. I'll come back to you on that one day, because right now there's not much of an answer for her. She's fabulous, and yeah, so that's kind of not really a bad thing. Like, if then, like, I feel like this is the sort of thing where it's not bad, because it's something that that has really stuck with me, like, the most out of, like, all the corrections and stuff. something that has stuck with me the most. I'm going to do Gianna Martello. I would say, okay, I'm changing the question. I'm changing it because they're really like, this one's a hard one because I feel like I am given correction, but there's not one thing specific from each teacher that has really over the top, like mind blown me, stuck with me, because everything that these teachers say sticks with me in a positive way, and that's great. So like, it's hard to like pick one. And even if it's just simple little things like straighten that leg or point that foot, like, it still sticks with me really well. The next question is, what is my favorite combo or favorite dance that I have ever learned? I will say this one's an easy one, is definitely Kalani Solo. Well, say something, say anything. Because this solo, I loved it, and I loved learning it because of the fact that I generally love learning it because of the fact that it pushed me not only with it, it wasn't so much about the dance. Like, the dance itself, like, we had to hit certain things, and it was, like, a really good dance, and I felt like it was something that's right up my alley, and I'm very, like, stuff that, like, comes easy to me, like, there were a few things in it that were, like, not the easiest for me, but, like, I overall loved the dance. But the thing that, like, made me love it the most is generally the acting. Because it made, like, it was the sort of thing where you had to do a lot of acting. And it was about telling the story and stuff and making everything so precise. And I feel like it was really good. The next question is, how many Dance Moms combos have I learned? And I'm going to just say the ones that I learned because I generally, like, lost track. So I have learned a couple of them. One that I, like, to this day, and there's one that, like, I can go back, like, right now you tell me to do it, and I can maybe give you parts of it, but I can go back, watch the dance once, and then somehow do it on my own, like, full out, like, the full, every single part of it that we learned, because we did not learn the whole thing with with the group dances, because some of it was improv, and some of it, like, parts of it were improv, but also the main reason and parts of it involved a lot of partner work, and we're on Zoom. So, yeah. So basically, which is the Rose Garden, or like, I forget, I think it, it was something to do with Rose. I'm trying to think. I think it was called the Rose Garden or something. Or like it was this one group dance on Dance Moms where they had these really long nails. Like, they had these massively long fake nails on, and it was kind of about, like, and they had these huge headpieces that were very heavy, and they basically, and the point of the nails was like, if you go up against this routine, you're gonna get pricked. So the nails were like the thorns of a rose. But I'm gonna look this up. Luckily, I brought my iPad in. T-A-N-C-E. Mom. R-A. Okay, so I can't look it up because the iPad hates the internet back here. And right now it's taking a second because we actually lost the internet right before I started filming. And then my dad fixed it. He reset it and that worked. So it's taking the iPad a minute to jump back on. But I forget what the routine was called. Usually I can name it like that, but we learned parts of that. That's one. We also learned this one. And actually, I really love this one because it's musical theater and it has, a really, kind of, good concept, which is, well, all of them do, but, which is The Prom from season 8 of Dance Month, the finale. It was the Nationals. They did a group dance called The Prom. And it's basically the whole dance was about two girls going to the prom together. So it was kind of about just two girls going to the prom. Go watch the episode and stuff. So I love that dance, and I still remember parts of it, and I loved it because it was my first ever time doing any form of musical theater style of dancing, and it worked out. I just generally loved it, and it was kind of more fun. I feel with some dances it's more precise, and this one was more fun. Yeah. So I learned that one. And there was, Dancing in the Rain. I love this dance. I love the music for this dance. And this had a good concept, which was, basically the concept was that the ALDC doesn't wait for the storm to pass. They dance in the rain, and it's a fun dance. And then I also learned Blue Blood is what the dance was called, and it was from season 8. And the concept was that they had blue paint and I guess balloon type thing. I don't know. Oh, and at the end they would pop it, and it was paint would go everywhere, and it was the dance. Oh, that one I feel I love that dance. And then I have also learned one Kalani solo, Say Something, Say Anything. And I loved it because I got to kind of play a dark character, and the 1 week that I was gonna get to play a dark character for a dance, and I was so excited. Actually, something more exciting happened that week, which was that I ended up not being able to dance that Sunday class because I went to squad tour. So, but in the end, like, even though I kind of wanted to learn that dance and I was excited for that, squad tour is way better. And so, yeah, like, but I have learned quite a few, or a couple Dance Moms dances, and I love them all. And I will say I genuinely love them more than just like the normal like combos by Gianna, even though the normal combos by Gianna are really good. I just love it because it's like was on the show Dance Moms. So, the next question, I'm going to do a couple more. The next question is, what is my favorite fidget toy that I own? I want to do this one because here's the thing, I own a pretty good amount of fidgets. I am like I love fidgets. I feel like I don't always, I kind of like don't always get to them or like play with them. But I do really love like fidgets and stuff. And right now, with like in my fidget bin, like my favorite, that one's, oh wait, my stretchy banana. I love my stretchy banana. Like, I have this like stretchy banana that's like a fidget toy, and I overall really love it. But that is actually about to change because I ordered something yesterday and I'm very excited about it, and it's a fidget, but it's not just a normal fidget. It's an XOMG Pop Poppet, and I'm very excited because I love XOMG Pop. I'm their biggest fan, and apparently Sam wants to get in on this. Hey Sam. Hey baby. Yeah, you want to come be in the video for a minute? He's like, no, I'm just gonna lay my head here. You can get up here, Sam. No, I do not need you to lick me on the knee. He's like, but I want to. He's like, then I want to stare at you. I love you. Yes, I know, you get spoiled in a good way. Yes, you can yawn. Sorry, he decided to take over this video. So he's like, nope, I'm the star of the video now. Oh. Then, so I'm gonna end this here after I answer like one more question, and because clearly this guy wants, my baby wants some attention, and I'm gonna give it to him. And the next question is, slash final question is, what is my favorite thing I own, like my favorite squad item that I own, because I kind of feel like I don't have a favorite item. I have like a favorite squad item, favorite Siwa item, and then favorite XOMG Pop item. And then I have anything that's not in those three categories. And Sam does not count because he's not an item. I will say, and then I have like a favorite like a favorite dance item, is what I mean. And I'm going to do top two like favorite squad items because I have two that are like, I have two that like, I have one ultimate one, and then I have like kind of a second one that I also am obsessed with, which is favorite Siwa item is this. I love this. Favorite XOMG Pop item is my pop it because that's the only XOD pop item I own. And it is supposed to get here in like, I think now we're down to 4 days. Because when we ordered it, there's like options and shipping options where you can get it in like a certain amount of days. And yeah. Favorite squad item is my autograph poster or my squad Hydro flask. Peace out.